My mother always told me that our attic was haunted and that I should never, ever open the small wooden door at the end of the hallway. For 25 years, I believed her. I grew up thinking there was a ghost living above my head. But on the day of my mother's funeral, I found a key hidden inside her favorite Bible. When I finally opened that forbidden door, I didn't find a ghost. I found a life that had been stolen from me, and a truth that made me realize my mother wasn't the hero I thought she was. She was a kidnapper. My name is Clara. For my entire life, it was just me and my mom, Evelyn. She was the perfect mother, protective, kind, and always there. We lived in a small, secluded house on the edge of town. She homeschooled me, told me stories, and made me feel like the center of her universe. The only thing she was strict about was the attic. "The floorboards are rotten, Clara," she would say, "and the spirits of the old owners still linger there. Promise me you'll never go up." And I promised. I loved her too much to ever doubt her. 2 weeks ago, Evelyn passed away peacefully in her sleep. I was devastated. While I was cleaning out her room, I picked up her old, tattered Bible. As I turned the pages, a heavy brass key fell out. It had a small tag attached to it, with my name written in her shaky handwriting. My heart raced. I knew exactly what this key was for. I walked toward the attic door, my hands trembling. The ghosts didn't scare me anymore. The silence of the house did. The door creaked open. The attic wasn't dark or scary. It was filled with boxes. I opened the first one and found a stack of newspapers from July 1999. The headline hit me like a physical blow. "Baby girl vanishes from local hospital." I looked at the photo. The baby had a tiny birthmark on her left wrist, the exact same birthmark I have. Beneath the newspapers were hundreds of letters addressed to Clara. They weren't from my mother. They were from a woman named Sarah, pleading for her daughter to be returned. There were also photos of a couple, a man and a woman who looked nothing like Evelyn, but exactly like me. Evelyn hadn't given birth to me. She had taken me from a hospital nursery 25 years ago and raised me in isolation so I would never find out who I really was. I sat on the dusty floor and cried for hours. Every "I love you," every birthday cake, every bedtime story was built on a lie. She didn't protect me from ghosts. She protected herself from being caught. But then I found one last letter at the bottom of the box. It was a confession, written by Evelyn just a month before she died. In it, she confessed that she had lost her own baby and her mind at the same time. She saw me in that nursery and felt a connection she couldn't explain. She knew it was wrong, but she spent every single day of the last 25 years trying to be the best mother possible to make up for the crime she committed. She wrote, "I know you will hate me, Clara, but please know that while I stole you from your life, you saved mine." Yesterday, I stood in front of a house 3 towns away. I knocked on the door, and a woman with my eyes answered. The reunion was filled with tears and shock, but also a strange sense of grief. I had found my real family, but I had lost the only mother I ever knew. Can you love someone who destroyed your life just to love you? I still don't have the answer. But as I look at the key in my hand, I realize that some secrets are kept not to protect us, but to keep us prisoner.